Hello traders, welcome to this weekly MACD review according to the stock screener on Tradingview. So what you see on the screen is the weekly chart on the left and the daily chart on the right. And well, these are the parameters of the stock screener that I am using. You can see that I am only displaying the MACD level, MACD signal, market capitalization, stochastic, percentage D, and percentage K. So the the filters are very simple. It's just one condition: MACD level crosses MACD signal. So what that means is this green line crossing the red line. That's it in the weekly time frame. And I have chosen all of the markets in the world. And the the tickers are organized according to the from the most capitalized to the less capitalized. So let's begin. You can see that the first match is the Apple stock. So Apple is experiencing a bearish MACD crossover in the weekly time frame. So this looks like a warning for us, all of the Apple stock owners. So let's take a look at some price action. So you can see that the price seems to be forming a double top like pattern, or you can also see that there is a very MACD divergence dating back from here all the way to the latest high back in January 2022. So according to Ichimoku, we can see that there is a bearish cloud twist now, and there is a strong bearish candle breaking below the cloud. So we are about to see a bearish Kijun-sen Tenkan-sen crossover, and Chiku span is about to get to the bearish side of the cloud. So looking at the 1 hour time frame, the the chart is already bearish. So I think I think it's time to be careful with this stock. So let me draw a few important levels. So I think this is the latest support, and this is the latest resistance. Okay, so I'm going to draw that bearish divergence I talked about a few minutes ago. So there it is. Lower highs on the MACD and higher highs on the price. Something like that. Okay, so going to the daily time frame, the MACD is bearish, so I think we can look for short positions in the coming days. For but yeah, if you are long on this stock on the long time frame, you might need to be cautious according to this chart, because if the price breaks below 129, I think the target I think the price could go as low as $77, which is also a confluence area with this latest, with that previous resistance. So, well, let's see what happens. Now, moving on to the next stock, Danner Corporation. Well, I don't know what that company is, so let's take a quick look at it. So, it's a medical company which designs, manufactures, and markets professional medical, industrial, and commercial products and services. It operates through the following segments: life sciences, diagnostics, and environmental and applied solutions. Okay, so it's a medical stock. So MACD in the weekly time frame also bearish MACD crossover. So let's draw some price action here. So I think that's it. And so I think those are the most relevant support and resistance levels according to the weekly time frame. So you can see that the price is right now testing this previous support and resistance. So if it breaks the target of that drop is the height of this symmetrical triangle. So this stock could also go as low as 175, which is close to the previous resistance back then in January 2020. So let's see what this stock does. So the bearish scenario is, well, this price doesn't break below this trend line and it breaks above this support, I mean that resistance trend line. Sorry, I moved to another instrument. So going back to DHR, well, Ichimoku on the weekly is bearish. So let's see what happens. So the MACD is anticipating the continuation of the bearish momentum, and in the daily time frame, you can see that the the cloud is showing a bearish cloud twist, and well, let's see if this stock is about to break and go even lower. So moving on to the next instrument on the watch list. Well, I mean the screener. Cisco Systems. So this is a technology company well known for its routers and switches and 5G technology. So let's see, Cisco Systems is also experiencing a MACD bearish MACD crossover in the weekly time frame. So you can see that there was a head and shoulders like pattern in the weekly time frame, and the target of that head and shoulders pattern seems to be, oh sorry, mm, the target of this head and shoulders pattern seems to be already met. So if you can see that this target was met, the price experienced a bullish pullback and it was rejected of the weekly Kijun-sen and it continues lower. So I think this is a stock that we could short in the coming days, and you can see that in the daily time frame this is strongly bearish. So it's very likely that the stock will continue to go lower. So how low it could go? Let's see if we can find some 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 hints about how low it can go. So I think the next target for this stock in the bearish scenario is if the price is able to break below this 40 level, it might go low all the way down to 33, which is previous resistance, and it acted as previous support back in March 2020. So let's see what this stock does in this coming week. Let's move to the next stock. Okay, so another stock experiencing a weekly MACD crossover. So I mean a weekly bearish MACD crossover. So you can see that this stock formed yeah. So daily is bearish according to Ichimoku. Bearish cloud twist, price below the cloud, Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen are bearish, and Chiku span is about to cross to the bearish side of the chart in the daily time frame. So I think the target of this stock is to go back to 68 according to the previous support and resistance level that was tested here, and here. So let's see what this stock does. So let me take a look at a brief description of this asset because I don't know what it is. So NEE next era. It's an electric and energy infrastructure company. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this one. So next one, Texas Instruments, another tech company belonging to the Nasdaq stock exchange. So weekly bearish MACD crossover, another one going lower, and well, so according to Fibonacci, this stock already experienced and tested a 50% retracement according to these Fibonacci levels that I just drew. So looks like the price was rejected from this bullish pullback. So it tested the 61.8% level and it's going low now. And well, everything according to Ichimoku is bearish. So price is below the cloud. It's also below Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen. Bearish cloud, and Chikuspan is also below the cloud and pointing down. So going to the daily time frame, you can see that this is also bearish. So I think it's time to look also for bearish for short opportunities on this stock. And the target, well, the first target is this previous support, which is close to the 145 level. And well, perhaps the price could go as low as 134, which is a confluence area with a 61.8% Fibonacci level, and also it was previous resistance back in January 2020. So I guess that's it for Texas Instruments. So moving on to the next one, Nike, or well, Nike. So Nike, well, this this one dropped really quick. So well, everything is bearish on this one. So there is a gap on the daily time frame. Perhaps this gap will fill in the coming week. So according to the weekly MACD, there is a weekly MACD bearish crossover, but I think if we pull up the stochastic, this might be oversold. Yes, it's 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 entering the oversold area because it dropped very fast. So I think that the price could experience a bullish pullback because of this wide gap that was here back on Friday, September 30th. So mm, I might skip this one. And well, if you are a gap trader, perhaps you could play this one, but I am not. I don't know how to play that. So moving on to the next one. So this is Kona Cup Co Kona Cup Phillips. So I don't know what that is. I don't know if it was something to do with the Phillips Corporation. Mm, exploration, production, transportation, and marketing of crude oil, bitumen, natural gas liquids, and liquefied natural gas on a worldwide basis. Okay, so it's an energy company basically. So weekly bearish MACD crossover. However, the price is above the cloud. So I think we need to take a look at the daily time frame. So in the daily time frame, the price experienced a bull run back from this lower low back on July 13 until September 14th. So it experienced a bearish pullback and tested the 50% level. So it's there right now. It's still not recovering fully. So the daily MACD is losing bearish momentum. So perhaps the price could go higher. So so if the price is able to break above the 38.2% level and go higher, I think this is an opportunity to long this stock. But if the price is not able to go higher and it breaks below the cloud and the 61.8% level, I think this is an opportunity to short and target for the previous low, which is close to 678 to 78 according to this low back in July 14th. So so yeah, I think that's it for this one. Moving on to the next one. Another one with a bearish MACD crossover in the weekly time frame. So let's draw some price action. So given that the price is right now getting inside the cloud and the cloud is getting thinner, I think that there is an opportunity to short because the MACD is anticipating the beginning of the bearish momentum and also the the price is already below the cloud in the daily time frame, so we could short perhaps and target to this level, which was previous support, and well, the target could be from the range of 90 to all the way down to 88. So let's see what this stock does and if it continues to go lower. So what I want to see what CVS is. So CVS is Health Corporation, engages in the provision of healthcare services. Okay, healthcare services. So let's see what it does next week. Moving on to the next one. Intuit. So I think this is a good opportunity to short because we have a weekly MACD crossover, bearish MACD crossover in the weekly time frame, and this stock is already bearish in the weekly time frame. So this is a strong signal. So I think, yeah, look at the daily time frame. It's clearly bearish. So this is a good opportunity to short. So let's see, targets. So the target could be the first target is previous support, and the next target is previous resistance here. So first target is 350 and second target is 300. So let's see what this one does. So let's take a look what this company does. So Intuit Inc. engages in the provision of business and financial management solution. It operates through the following segments: small businesses and self-employed, consumer, Credit Karma, and ProConnect. Well, so I think it makes sense that the price is going lower because, interest rates are being raised by the Federal Reserve, so credit is getting more expensive. So, so I think this sort of business has a high impact because providing credit gets more expensive, so you have less customers. So, well, next one, Goldman Sachs. Mm, this is also another one that I see as a good short opportunity because we have a weekly bearish MACD crossover below the weekly Ichimoku. So let's see if the price is able to break this previous support and go lower. And the first target of this bearish scenario is here. So if price is able to break the 285 level to the downside, I I am expecting this stock to go as low as 250, according to the previous resistance back in January 2020. So, okay, let's see what it does. And next one, ADP. So this one is also crossing bearish in the weekly. Also, you can see that there is a bearish MACD divergence in the weekly time frame. We have these higher highs on the price and lower highs in the MACD. Oh, where did it go? Well, here it goes again. All right, so looking at the daily time frame, the price is breaking the cloud to the downside. Bearish cloud twist, and we have Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen going lower. Chiku Spine is following, so I think that this price, this stock, the price of this stock could also go lower because, well, there is a very MACD divergence, and the the price is already bearish according to the daily time frame. So let's see the Fibonacci levels in the daily time frame. So from this last bull run from June 22 all the way up to August 22, the price has retraced and it's in the golden area. It's in the 50, it's between the 50 and the 61.8% level. So I think if the price is not able to hold this level and it breaks below the 61.8 Fibonacci level, it will go lower and target for for this previous support at 195. So, well, that's it for ADP. So let's see what this company does. I understand this is a huge company, but I am not sure what it does. So automated data processing engages in the provision of business outsourcing solutions specializing in cloud-based human capital management. So, all right, that's it for ADP. BlackRock. Oh, well, another one that looks strongly bearish. So, yeah, bearish MACD crossover in the weekly time frame and taking place below the Ichimoku, the weekly Ichimoku. So, daily clearly bearish. So, well, this is another one to short. And, well, perhaps not yet, because looking at the weekly time frame, looks like the price is currently testing previous previous resistance. So the price may bounce or at least hold this level for some time. So I think the bearish momentum may take a break because yeah, we need to see how the price react to this previous resistance. So well, I think this one is on hold. I don't think, despite it looks strongly bearish, there is a previous resistance. So remember not to sell at not to sell at previous support. So we need to wait for more price action to understand what will happen. Citigroup. Wow. Well, I need to zoom in. This one looks. This one is bearish too in the short term. Yeah, it's bearish because we have also a bearish MACD crossover in the weekly time frame below the weekly Ichimoku cloud. So it's kind of noisy in the weekly. So mm, perhaps this this is also another one to short targeting the previous low at 32. But this one is rather noisy, I think. I think I would skip this one. Boeing. Here's another one that is currently at previous support and resistance. You can see that there is a an accumulation phase here, and well, the price is right now testing that level again. So weekly MACD crossover bearish in the weekly time frame, and it's also happening while the price is below the weekly Ichimoku. So if the price is able to break below the 114, perhaps this could be a short opportunity to target the previous support at 90. So, well, moving on to the next one, PGR, Progressive Corporation. Mhm. So there is a weekly bearish MACD crossover, but the price is above the cloud. So this is not a strong signal. So I think I will skip this one because I don't see clear price action here. It's like an ascending channel. However, there are some bearish divergences, for example, here in the daily time frame. So I think this stock will keep ranging, perhaps around these levels, the 115 level, perhaps. And I think we can take a look at another one. So last one. So BAM, Brookfield Asset Management. So this one looks like another short opportunity, but the price is currently testing previous resistance. So we could short, but we need to be careful because the price could bounce. As long as we can see that there is bearish momentum, we can try to take advantage of this drop of the price. So weekly bearish MACD crossover below the Ichimoku cloud in the weekly time frame. And the price already broke the previous low in the daily time frame. So yeah, I think this one is another opportunity to short. So well, I think that's it for now. Well, you can see that there are hundreds of stocks, hundreds of matches according to this screener, which only has one condition: MACD level crossing MACD signal. So there are a lot more to see, but well, we cannot cover almost 600 stocks. So that's it for now. You can see that most of the bearish most of the crossovers were bearish. And well, that's mostly because you know Fed is the Federal Reserve is increasing the interest rates, so the main American indices are experiencing a drop. So you can see that the Nasdaq 100 is right now testing the previous low back in June 13th. So looks like it will keep going lower. You can see that I drew the descending channel, a descending broadening channel. And well, perhaps the target of this bearish scenario is all the way down to this lower support trend line of the descending broadening channel all the way to 9,000. So, well, that's a huge drop. So let's see what happens and if it actually happens. Because if the price, if the Nasdaq 100 is not able to keep this level, I think the target is either this support trend line or the previous high back in February 2020. So, well, I am not a financial, I mean a fundamental analysis expert, and I am not a macroeconomist, but well, I am just telling what I see in the charts, and the charts are telling me that these are the targets. So let's see what happens. And well, same case for the S&P 500 and the US 30, Dow Jones, Russell 2000. So it's pretty much the same scenario. So, well, that's it for now, traders. Thanks for watching. See you next time.